So a pretty bizarre thing happened on Tim Pool's show the other day. He was talking to Laura Loomer, who we all know is a far-right figure and a MAGA-type person. And they're talking about the criminal trial against Trump where he was found guilty, 34 felonies, yada, yada. You know the drill. And the live stream cuts off abruptly. It cuts off after Laura Loomer says something. Let's go with not good. Watch this.
I'll put it this way. Should Democrats be in jail? No question. When Donald Trump gets elected, should he start locking them up? No question. Should there be lists of Democrats that need to go to jail? 100%. And the reason for that is they committed crimes. We need to make sure that when Donald Trump wins, we've got an attorney general, a deputy attorney general, a head of the CIA and the FBI. Kash Patel would be fantastic. We can have attorney general. There's some names floating around. And then they can start having their investigators and the feds issuing subpoenas, pulling up evidence, and with real evidence, bring them to judges for warrants. Then these people can spend three years of their lives fighting tooth and nail for the crime against the government for crimes they committed, and we can prove. Yeah. And the reason why we put them on trial is that we can show the whole world we will uncover what you've done. We will make sure everyone knows, and you will be held accountable for it.
So let me just pause to point out, on paper, everything he's saying is actually totally fine, right? If you find real evidence of crimes committed by various powerful Democrats, I'm your Huckleberry. Go for it. There's a lot of war criminals. There's a lot of corrupt goons, not just in the Republican Party, but also in the Democratic Party. So on paper, I actually totally agree. Where I disagree is I don't really trust Tim Pool's judgment as to what constitutes an actual crime. I just don't buy that he's going to be objective and fair when I think that's a crime. I think in his mind, it's more of the political type, like, I don't like this person, so we'll actually make up some shit, right? But again, to be magnanimous and fair here, on paper, that statement, let's find actual crimes committed by Democrats who are in positions of leadership and let's go after them. I don't think you find a leftist in the world who disagrees with that, right? I think plenty of powerful Democrats have gotten away with a gargantuan number of crimes, and I like that we set this precedent. They went after Trump. They're bringing Trump down. I like that we set that precedent. And I hope that opens the door to more cases against legitimate cases against powerful people, regardless of party affiliation. But here's where it goes off a cliff. Ready?
Everyone knows, and you will be held accountable for it.
Not just jail. They should get the death penalty. We actually used to have the punishment for treason in this country.
So as you can see, she says that, boom, feed immediately cuts. One more time. Here we go.
And you will be held accountable for it.
Not just jail. They should get the death penalty. We actually used to have the punishment for treason in this country.
Now, look, if somebody's watching this and they think like, oh, there's obviously just some sort of a, like a technical issue or whatever, or an issue with YouTube or Rumble or wherever the fuck this is streaming and it just cut out, or there's power outage in the studio or whatever, he has a problem with his internet, whatever it is. If you thought that, I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you because it's a reasonable perspective. However, as you heard, the last thing that was said was these people actually deserve the death penalty because we used to have a punishment for treason. No, what happened here is Tim Pool abruptly cut the stream. Why did he cut the stream? Well, an incident from a little while back shows us why. So I don't know if you guys remember this. Tim Pool got really, really mad at one of his guests. I believe this guy's name is Jesse Kelly or something like that. Right-wing freak. And listen to this back and forth.
I think it's only fair that I don't take the heat for what you said, Jesse, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm getting people attacking my character now for having had to take the show down because you made 2 allusions to killing people. So I'm not trying to be a dick right now, but like I got 500 messages of like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you taking the show down? Are you fucking with us? You're trying to make money.
So I thought YouTube took the show down.
No, I had to take the show down.
Okay.
I had to take the show down because you made 2 allusions within like the span of a couple minutes to murdering people.
Okay.
After I explicitly stated in the pre-show, do not make allusions to violence. Okay. Then went on to explain, we keep having people come here and saying they want people killed or people should kill people or they can be killed or things like that. 18 minutes into the show, you had made 2 allusions to, one was the helicopter thrown over the Pacific Ocean. That's kind of like a, fuck, we're gonna get hit for that probably, but we'll see what happens. But then you said you can go kill the human smugglers for all I care. And it's just like, that's it. Like, it's not a YouTube thing. It's Rumble would take us down for this. I've had the conversations with Rumble about it. And so it's a question of, for the people who are right now, who are slamming me, claiming that it's a big news day and I intentionally took the show down for fake reasons to make money. No matter what platform we're on, that show would be removed and we would face legal liability. And so the question is, can we have a show if we persist? That show would be deleted, and that would be the end of it.
Okay.
So all I can do is say, okay, well, that's it.
So in other words, Tim Pool keeps having these guests who advocate for murdering people, and it gets him in trouble, and he finds, fuck, just delete it, cut it off. And I guarantee you he lit into Laura Loomer. Soon as that camera went off, homie probably went in-ski. He went in. So, Tim, couple pro tips. Maybe, stop inviting people on the show who keep calling for fucking murdering people. As somebody who's in this similar business, that's my professional advice to you. And also, by the way, look, this doesn't come out of nowhere. And he even sort of hinted at it here. The fact of the matter is, this has happened probably multiple times before, and a YouTube rep and a Rumble rep reached out to him, and they were like, look, dog, you're about to be fucking kicked off the platform if you keep having people call for murdering people. Right? Like, no matter how lenient you are in the realm of free speech, and I'm very lenient in that realm, I'm very pro-free speech, some things cross a line. And one of those things is advocating for wanton violence. Right? Especially when, you know, in the case of a Laura Loomer type, like what she said there is literally just like, hey, murder Democrats, right? Like, it's not even like a very specific, like, this person committed mass murder and they are evil and horrible and they should have due process and then be found guilty in a court of law. It's very just, hey, murder Democrats, right? Hey, went after Trump, go after them. Yeah, you're probably going to get yourself in a little bit of hot water. If you go down that path. So I don't know, Tim. Maybe some of the people you surround yourself with, maybe they're not the best. And look, the fact of the matter is he sort of got angry about, like, you know, oh, they said I took it down because of money, and he's like objecting to that. But, like, no, it does also come down to that, Tim. Don't lie. You know that the more these people allude to murdering Democrats, the more likely YouTube videos and Rumble videos get pulled, and there's going to be no ad revenue. And beyond that, even if you have independent individual deals with advertisers, they're going to abandon you after a situation like that. But the funny thing is, he actually brought more attention to it in both cases by deleting, right? I'm not sure I would have seen either one of these if he didn't delete it. I mean, I want to be fair to him because honestly, pulling these is the right thing to do as a matter of principle. You don't want people on a show with your name affiliated with it calling for murder. But also, there's a little bit of like a Streisand effect type thing here, right? Like, I don't want people to see it, and therefore now everybody's going to see it. So, I don't know, man. Weird things going on in right-wing media world. They can't stop calling to murder people. It's almost like it's, I don't know, maybe not the best group of people. Crazy. All right, guys. That's the show. Thank you, as always, for listening. You know the drill. Please click like, click subscribe, all that fun stuff. Click that bell icon so you get a notification every single time a video drops. You can support the show on Patreon if you'd like. That helps tremendously. I never talk to advertisers. Very proud of that fact, but that means you guys help support the show from the ground up. Or you could tip on YouTube with the thanks button. And that's all I got for you. I will be back tomorrow to give you more news, and hopefully it's not about people saying they want to murder people. Peace. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.